Hey everybody, welcome to Alliance War number 5 of the season versus TMV1 again. We faced these guys a couple wars ago. I think it was the war before last, and we have them again. This time Corvus is not making an appearance because I ran out of boosts, also because I just wanted to try something new. This was, I think, my favorite war so far, so you guys are in for a treat. I have the Sentry, Hood, and Vision. So I take in Sentry first versus the 6-star Mystic. It's perfect for him because I can build up potentially 2 reality warps during this fight. So I get the one from starting the fight, and if I can draw this fight out to 40 hits, which I should be able to do because I don't have suicides on, I should be fine, and I'll get the second charge. And if I really play it right, if I kind of ignore the heavy stance, it is possible to get 2 charges out of this. And so a third charge from getting all the way up to 80 hits, but it doesn't always happen. So you can see right there, I'm taking the perfect block. I'm trying to just kind of practice using this stance because I don't get to use the heavy stance a lot in war. You'll see I'm just messing around, really kind of having fun with this fight. So you'll see I'm basically at 40 hits and he's halfway down. So I was thinking, I was kind of tossing this over in my head, like, could I potentially get to 80 hits? Can I draw this fight out? Should I just not use any specials for the rest of the fight? You'll see I was definitely considering it, but then I was about to miss my opportunity to throw a special one, and I kind of caved and went for it. So it looks like I'm not going to do that, but I will. This fight will wrap up before it's over, especially since I have this special 2 here. I just need to bait this out from him, but 2 more hits and there's a guaranteed kill here with the special 2. It's just too much damage. So Juggernaut goes down. I'm 5 hits away from getting that third charge. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. These are diversity fights, to be honest. So I do get to take on the skill champion that you saw right at the corner of your eye, maybe. It turns out it's a Hawkeye. And I love how, I think he's an Avenger, actually, so I would have been able to pick up a charge here. But it's fun that I'm able to pick one up with Corvus too. And because it looks like to be a 455 Hawkeye, I'm actually planning on getting a 4th charge here. So that means the next fight I go into, I'll have 5 charges, Sentry at full power, which is great. I get the steadfast approach. It looks like I'm starting to do the heavy stance. I cannot remember actually if I get to 40 hits here. Heavy stance after 3 charges is quite powerful, and I'm going to be starting to put up some pretty big numbers here. Yeah, the crits are for like 7,500. Oh, he resisted that first hit. That was kind of risky. Oh, perfect. So it's possible I get to 40 hits here. I need to be conscious of this. I'm not sure if I am conscious of it while I'm playing. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to get to 40. Perfect. I'm going to start this next fight here with 5 charges. So that was an unpowered special 1 there for the final hit. And we go into node 33, the start of path 9, really. With 5 reality warps, which is awesome. It's a mutant champion, and we know from experience and from our common defenders list below that this is a rogue. The tips I have is try to heal using power lock. I'm not going to try that much, I think, with Sentry. I'm going to try and use the special 1. This is also mostly a diversity node. So I remember also fighting this exact same rogue from Flavor D a couple wars ago. I knew exactly who was going to be a rogue. This actually, you'll see a bug here, I think, with Sentry pretty soon. I do lose my combo. Look at this special 1, pretty crazy. I do lose my combo here with her special 1. So right now, I expected her to throw a heavy, but she actually just threw a special 1. So usually champions, when they attack into your block, they throw a heavy, but she just went straight into a special 1, which was crazy. And I lost my combo, and I was supposed to go indestructible, but I did not go indestructible. So pretty confused on what happened there, but I don't need Sentry for the rest of the war. So it's just getting out of this fight, and it does give me the opportunity to get to another special 1 and put up those numbers again and take her out. So there was that. I don't know. There was something weird going on with that. But yeah, so looking back at the last war, I did have a void on this node, and I kind of forgot when I picked my team that none of my 3 champions are villains, and this is the villainy node, or is it villainy? No, well, yes, it is villainy, but it's also tyranny, which is the one that means heroes do not gain power and villains do. So, well, I did have a villain. It's Hood, and but the thing is he's got the class disadvantage. So what I decided to do is, because Hood is going to be used on the Hyperion on the immunity mini boss, yes, that's right, I'm taking Hood versus the Hyperion. I decide to take the Hood with class disadvantage because it's just a 4-star Void, and I know I'm not great at fighting Void, and the Hood has no clear advantage versus the Void at all. I mean, there's nothing that stands out that's gonna help him get through this, except the fact that it's a 4-star I'm going up against, and it's a 455 champion that I'm playing with. So the plan is to just take it slow. I'll heal up for the Hyperion fight if necessary, and just try and plan out these 10 hits so I get the first Purify off, bait that heavy attack, and just putting some damage on Void. I'm going to try and bait out this special 2 here pretty soon. I block the first hit because it's really risky. Sometimes I get hit by that, and then he follows up with the second hit, and I don't time the 10 hits very well because I was distracted, and it looks like I got the evasion one, so I have to actually block those hits until I can purify myself right there with the 30th hit. I decided to throw a special 1 just because I wanted to get that stun on him eventually, so I can try and get some additional hits in. So I get that stun there, I get another combo in, and I can stop at 49 hits and wait for the special 1. I'm going to bait that special 1 pretty soon here. Okay, I go for the special 2 after I purify myself on the last one. I decided to go invisible. I know I don't always have to go invisible, but at least that one makes his attack miss. I wasn't planning on dexterity, I just wanted it to miss and not take the block damage. You know, the missing is great, but it's not super, I don't like to rely on it. It's just something that helps keep the fight a little bit manageable as far as like the little chip damage you take. So I throw another special 1 because I liked the way that interaction worked with the shock expiring and giving me the stun. Purify myself 1 more time, and I'm able to get him down. So it was a slow fight, definitely, with class disadvantage and the villainy and everything, but yeah, it went my way. So because there was no tech champion on this node, I felt comfortable not bringing Corvus in. Even without any charges, I would bring Corvus in if there was an Iron Man Infinity War on this node, and I'd handle it fine because I'd pick up 2 charges for the immunity mini boss anyway. So it turns out to be a Hulk, and I knew it was going to be a Hulk going into this because I scouted and I saw the Hulk in the profile, and yeah, I figured it'd be a slow fight, but I'd get it done. So I'm just gonna be spamming my special 2. No suicides on this war, so that's pretty good. I can safely spam the special 2, and I got the regen boost still on. There is at one point a bug where actually Hulk throws a special 1. This is supposed to be unblockable special 1 node, and it doesn't actually go unblockable. You'll see that at some point towards the end here, I think. Maybe it's not towards the end. Let's just see. Oh, I got parried there. That was not good. That was definitely not good. At least it pushed him to a special 2, which I much prefer dodging. But it looks like he's not throwing it, so I push him to 3 bars and use my own special 2. You know, vision for the win, and we just continue this fight. But I'm trying to remember when this special happens, because I do manage to keep his power bar pretty well under control. Get that parry off, another 5-hit combo, special 1. Not having suicides is really good for power control fights with vision, and you know, for those longer fights you're gonna want. Oh, there it is. So he didn't go unblockable for some reason. I ended up dodging the second part just in case, but I noticed that and I just thought, wow, I cannot believe I got so lucky that it didn't proc unblockable, because that would have stunned me. He was like getting close to low health. I would have definitely died. So sorry, Flavor D. I don't know what happened. I think I saw you comment on one of my videos, so I'm sorry that you got robbed of a kill, because that definitely should have been a kill for you guys. And yeah, well, I don't know. Kabam took it away from you. So this is the fight that I'm super happy about. So I know that this is a 565 Hyperion. And I took on this Hyperion, I think in the off-season, this exact one from God Enigma, unboosted. And so I boosted up this time, as you saw earlier. Those boosts are still active, 20%, and the Mystic power boost. And I decided, because this is the first time doing this in a war that counts, that I throw on the invulnerability boost. But guys, I am about to destroy this Hyperion. This goes about as good as it can for an unduped hood. So I bait out the first heavy, decide to go invisible right at the start, and take the 5 hits from his block, and then I go in, and the stagger and reduction in his power gain forces Hyperion into a ridiculously trigger happy state. So I know that he's immune to the shock, so I'm going to avoid special 1s. He's immune to the bleed, so I'm going to avoid special 3s. Special 2 is going to be my damage dealer for this. So I'm not gaining a lot of power. The power boost is not... is not super effective for these champions that sort of do slow and steady damage, but you know, it's something. Every little bit counts, and since I don't use hood for a lot of fights, then I'll just take it, you know. And if I do happen to throw a special 3, which does a little bit more damage, maybe I'll get some power back from it. So that was something there. And the stagger is just keeping up work. Every time Hyperion gets power gain, he rarely actually gets to use it. I've been getting lucky. I think I actually may. Let me try and see. I may have 3 out of 3 dexterity on this build that I'm running. So we'll see about that, which will help a little bit. So you'll see here dexterity. Well, I don't know. It will last it too short. So I get the stand-up intercept. I get another special 2, a couple crits there. That was really nice. Hyperion is just staying extremely trigger happy, and you'll notice if you remember that I put on the invulnerability boost. If he ever did get to a special 3, I could eat 3 of those before this becomes a problem. Now, that's one thing to use a regular champ versus a Hyperion on this node and eat 3 special 3s, because Hyperion's going to gain those cosmic charges, and all of a sudden he's going to be gaining tons of power, but I'd be able to stagger those with hood, so it's even less risky. So I really liked how this fight went, and this isn't even the biggest boost. Like, I'm still, like, I didn't put the 30% boost on. I didn't put the attack boost on. So I mean, I'm still at full health here. Look, 100% yellow bar. That's due to the staggers expiring and giving me 2% health every time one of those expires. So I'm just sitting here baiting these specials, baiting the heavies. Looks like I might. Yep, I just barely get that stagger off in time. He's gonna throw that special too, and I finished this one with plenty of time. If you watch all my war videos, even the off-season one, you'll remember that I finished with like 5 seconds to go unboosted, and now I'm finishing with like 30 seconds. So that's the strongest Hyperion in the game. He goes down, I'm at 100% health, and it went pretty perfectly. So we'll expect to see that from now on. If there's any Hyperions in routes, I'm taking hood, because that just makes that was such a fun fight. We did win the war, so we went 2-0 versus these guys, TMV1. It's a good war for us. It's fairly evenly matched. You know, it's not like these crazy alliances sometimes we go up against that die like 5 times. It's we both kind of died a little bit, and we came out on top, so that was nice for us. Good war to you guys over at TMV1. We'll probably see each other again. It seems like the matchmaking system likes to pair us up a lot. I spent I think 100 units in that one potion I topped hood off with. Got another 6 kills and went up to 5 and 2 for bosses. So we're gonna try and keep it up. The next war, the Corvus boosts came back into the store, so I did pick a few of those up. I even picked up an extra one, so it was in the stash while the war was happening, and then I was able to use it. So we'll get some more Corvus action. It's actually a pretty ridiculous set of fights, because I learned, you know, from my mistakes last time, that when you use a special 2 with Corvus in there at 3 bars of power, he power drains, so you can really spam a lot more than you think. And I definitely take that to the extreme in the next war, so you have that to look forward to. Other than that, guys, tomorrow night the Emma Frost grind starts. I'm not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to having an excuse to stream in the middle of the week and over the course of the weekend. So it'll be nice to see everybody there. It's going to be a lot of streaming, more than I'm used to, so maybe I'll get a little tired, but it's all in the name of Emma Frost. We got to get that champion on the roster and rank her up to 455 as soon as we can. That'll do it, guys. We'll see you soon, and take care.